over with. Oh, it'll be great to get this burden off my shoulders. You've all started 2016 already. I'm still stuck in the previous year. These top 10s are the bane of my existence. But I do it. I do it for you. And for the record, I think this list is much better than last year's. Like, I put Happy on last year's list. You know, that's a fine enough song, but if I never heard it again, I wouldn't exactly cry either. But this list, this year, these are all songs I have fully adopted as a piece of my soul. These are songs I want to last and be remembered. Yeah, 2015 was a good year. And here's why. We're counting down the top 10 best hit songs of 2015. Number 10. You know, I used to be ashamed of some of my picks for the best list. I like to think I've moved past that, but I am still a little embarrassed by this one, because I'll be honest, I worry this might end the poor guy's career.
I'm headed downtown, cruising through the alley.
I like Macklemore. He gets way too much shit. I hear all the time about how Thrift Shop is preachy and condescending and even racist. It's a joke song about wearing piss-smelling used clothes. I mean, God forbid hip-hop get the tiniest amount of criticism for its most tedious, overused cliches. Anyway, I wanted to get that defense out there, because, yeah, I worry I might not get the chance again, because he might not be back.
I went to the moped store, said fuck it. And the salesman's like, what up? What's your budget? And I'm like, honestly.
Yet his response to all the criticism seems to have been to make the silliest, weirdest, most intentionally lame song in history.
You don't need an Uber, you don't need a cab, fuck a bus pass, you got a moped, man!
Used clothes, you can make a case for that being cool, but riding a moped? It's like Macklemore saying, you think I'm corny? Screw you, you haven't seen anything yet. It cannot be long before Macklemore writes a song about the glory of the mullet, or how badass it is to play D&D, and cook calorie-conscious meals for the family, and have a YouTube show where you review pop songs.
The bullshit, get off my mother!
Yeah, the first response I and many had was that Macklemore was just trying for a mashup of Thrift Shop with Uptown Funk. But I don't think that really indicates how strange this song is. It's a weird mix of early 80s rap, 60s pop, and a falsetto metal singer that I was fairly certain was a female.
Downtown.
Oh God, his knees. I can't watch this video. I am partly of the mind that this song is a complete disaster. Like, goddamn does the Mac get corny at points.
There's layers to the shit, player. Tiramisu, tiramisu.
But goddamn it, this song makes me smile whenever I hear it. It's an act of guts and anti-posturing that you just don't see from people. If Beck released this song in the 90s, you'd all go crazy for it. This song is glorious.
Downtown.
Number 9.
We were both young when I first saw you. I closed my
Yeah, Taylor Swift is gonna make both lists this year. And I want to point out here that for all my criticisms of Taylor Swift, I always thought she was quite talented. She was able to speak to teenage girls like very few artists ever have. But I'm not a teenage girl, I'm a grown-ass man, more or less. I was never going to be interested in how her high school romance is just like Romeo and Juliet OMG. Besides, if she tried romanticizing her relationships nowadays, no one would buy it. She goes on too many dates, and she can't make any of them stay. At least that's what people say. Everyone knows she goes through relationships like toothpicks. You can't romanticize that. Or can you?
Say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe.
There is much bad about the new Taylor Swift, but one thing I like is how she's moved on from blaming everything on her exes, and instead owned the fact that she's a serial dater who blows through guys, and she's found a way to make that attractive instead.
Someday when you leave me, I bet these memories.
I mean, I guess she could try, not driving guys away and trying to make something last. But for right now, she's just decided to accept it.
Nothing lasts forever, but this is getting good now.
Yeah, she'd given up pretty quickly. But you know what they say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. But you're supposed to apply that at the end of something, not before it's over.
Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams.
Yeah, it's a very fatalistic song where Taylor takes comfort in the fact that she'll be able to leave a guy with some fun memories. And you know, there is something to that, you know?
See me in hindsight, tangled up with you all night, burning.
Look, I have a soft spot for songs about settling for imperfection. This is blank space played seriously instead of as a joke. And for that reason, it doesn't wear out nearly as quick. Most jokes are only funny once. Wildest Dreams sticks with you. It follows you around.
Wildest dreams I had. Take me to your loving arms.
Number 8.
Exes and lows, they haunt me. Like ghosts, they want me to
This is a fine song. I like it.
let go. Exes and lows.
Okay, so first of all, hey, you heard that this is the daughter of Rob Schneider, right? Yeah, Elle King, Rob Schneider's daughter. Guess I should make some kind of Rob Schneider reference here. Elle Reno, Elle Rama, Elle King, X's and O's on the pop charts, making copies. Ask your parents, kids.
1, 2, 3, they gonna run back to me.
This was the big sleeper hit of 2015. I actually heard it the year before on an alternative station like more than a year ago, and I was like, huh, that's interesting, and I forgot about it completely. And then it just kinda kept getting bigger and bigger. And it was one of those songs that was okay the first time I heard it, but great by the 100th. And I can't deny that. Part of what I like about the song is just novelty. Like in a world full of trap beats, it's nice to hear a good fuzz guitar solo pop up. I mean, it's certainly not the most original sound. It basically sounds like Amy Winehouse fronting the Black Keys. But hey, that's plenty for me. And besides the retro blues rock of it all, there's also one other thing I like about it. Apparently Rob Schneider's daughter is a total player.
They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave.
See, here's the thing. I totally buy it. I totally believe she has a bunch of dudes following her around. And you don't know how nice that is to say. Because day in, day out, my work seems to revolve around pop princesses clumsily, awkwardly trying to pretend that they know what sex is. I mean, Meghan Trainor, Selena Gomez, Jessie J, little girls, all of them. Elle King actually knows what she's talking about. I don't know if she's just gonna end up another fluke indie hit, but I hope not. Stick around, Elle King. You can do it! References. Number 7.
Ass, 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 ass.
I like Big Sean probably more than I should. He's just so goddamn ridiculous. Actually, that's not true. Half the time I think he's actually very boring. But he's still one of the few rappers left who can actually be funny on purpose. And if you watch my worst list, I kind of used one of his raps as my between song segue, and while I was doing that list, I realized I kind of love it.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. I got a million trillion things I'd rather fucking do.
I can't help it. It's just so stupid. I have to like it. It reminds me most of Ludacris, who I miss very badly. Where's he been? Who are we gonna get when we need to tell people to get back? Move, bitch! Get out my business! I mean, Big Sean's no Ludacris, but he'll do in a pinch.
I heard you got a new man, I see you taking the pic. Then you post it up, thinking that it's making me sick.
Well, this is a song about gold diggers and exes trying to make you jealous. I ain't got none of those. But it's fun to sing no matter who you've got riding you. Here, let me check out my various social media feeds. Hey Todd, you don't make videos fast enough. Your taste in music sucks. You're lame. Stop posting pictures of your dog. Blocked, bitch! See, it's useful for everyone. I basically have it playing in my head every single time some random person tries to get some unearned attention. Eat it. Jehovah's Witnesses? Bye. Walmart greeters? Screw you. The IRS? Actually, maybe I should answer that. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Billion things on my mind, executive deals online, limited amount.
I'm also happy to hear E40 again, who's a really talented guy. One of those guys who's been around forever and briefly looked like he was going to be big back in 06 before, yeah, that train derailed pretty quickly.
Stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is a fun song. I like to imagine Drake's ex-girlfriends turning this on whenever they hear Hotline bling. Oh god damn it, DJ Mustard, you finally got me. Damn you and your shiny, earwormy beats. Stupid ass bitch! Number 6. Let's talk about the 80s. Okay, my memories of 80s music are mostly limited to the Ninja Turtles theme, but looking at it from the present, the pop music of the 80s just seemed bigger. Like, 60s music is when music was most important and meaningful, but 80s music was when pop was just big. Like a mega corporation or Wall Street, it was just like inescapable. For the most part, the 2010s do not feel like that. Not since the internet destroyed the music industry. But every so often I hear this one single that reminds me of that feeling when pop music was just like titanically huge.
I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it,
I can't feel my face either, but that's because the radiator's busted. I wear this hoodie for a reason.
and I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll...
To put it mildly, I was not inclined to like The Weeknd, and I'm still not inclined to like The Weeknd. But the song was too good for me to ignore. It doesn't just have an 80s retro sound, it has that 80s bigness to it. This is an honest-to-God hit record. Honestly, I don't understand why it wasn't bigger than it was, and it was pretty goddamn big. I mean, if you're trying to evoke the 80s, why not do a song about the drug of the 80s? Cocaine! And why not try to be the king of the 80s? Michael Jackson! I mean, he even goes woo like Michael Jackson. And he spins and gets set on fire like Michael Jackson. But more than Michael Jackson, it reminds me of a different pop star, Neo.
And I'm so sick of love songs.
Now, Neo is a good songwriter, but a bit of a puss with an unfortunate hairline. You'd think a guy like that wouldn't be able to make club anthems, but he did it more than once pretty well. Always by putting himself in the passenger seat, enthralled to some amazing, beautiful woman. All of The Weeknd's other hits are terrible, because they make him out to be this love god, despite the fact that he sounds like someone literally cut off his balls. But The Weeknd being possessed by a woman who might actually be literal cocaine? Yeah, I buy that. So yeah, The Weeknd, more of this. Nothing wrong with that. And Michael Jackson was never a convincing lover man either.